Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. Well, we've got a great lineup for you this evening. Go ahead and smash that like button, and we will be starting the show very soon.
What's a girl to do? She needs love. Some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be in LA. I can be real good. Please don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We have a live show for you. And first and foremost, I want to thank you all for coming out, dedicating your time. We are getting the show started. So give us one moment as we pull our guests from the backstage. So take a minute, like, share, and subscribe, and smash that like button. And the show will start shortly. Thank you for your patience. Hello, we have guests. Eagles Soaring High Channel 1. Queen Tulsa, how are you tonight, my sister? I am well. I'm actually about to pull our guests from the backstage. Let me get our guests set up in the backstage, and we will be starting shortly. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
in the car.
Oh my God.
Get in the car.
This is how you treat
Get in the
people?
car.
Oh my God.
Please get in the car.
I hurt my phone, bro. Oh my God.
Here it goes. Get in the car. Hey, get in the car. Please get in the car. Please get in the car.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being patient with us. We have a very special guest in the backstage. We have Tyler McClain in the backstage. And guys, if you are just now tuning in, Tyler McClain had crashed her car. She was then tased, beaten, and then arrested. And so today we are here to not judge her, not bash her, but give her the most uplifting encouragement that one could possibly need when you talk about a traumatic, violent situation. Now, the clip that I just showed you, Tyler has been on Dr. Phil along with other news outlets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Tyler to the show.
Hello.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I could be doing better, but it's just the way life goes sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I want to say that I admire you for standing up and advocating for yourself and bringing your traumatic event to light and bringing awareness to it. And so, first of all, I want to congratulate you on being strong as much as you can, because I know right now is a very tough time and very emotional because we did speak behind the scenes. And so I'll be alert to your trauma as much as I can. And if I slip away, you just let me know, okay?
Most definitely.
Thank you. So go ahead and let the people know who you are, what's your name, and pretty much why we are here today. And if you, and then we'll get into the show.
Alrighty, y'all. My name is Tyler McClain. I go by Unique, which is my middle name. I'm born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I have a little bit about me. I ran a landscaping business for 10 plus years. That's Tyler's on the Go Lawn Service. And, I have a cupcake business since 2017, Essential. Started this at age 12 and just been an entrepreneur since then. I was helping my mother, who was undergoing breast cancer, for about 5 years, and was able to raise $40,000 for her and her surgeries. With that being said, I've been on Channel 2. I've been on news channels 8 and 23. At the age of a teenager, just doing these things and just being strong for my family and being the outgoing child in the family that wanted to make sure everything was going to be okay at the end of the day. I'm very much am a unique individual. That being said, I'm modeled. I have spoken out in different multiple events for different occasions, as of what you guys seen, what was shown. I premiered on Dr. Phil January of 2022, the beginning of the year.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
So I did speak with your lawyers today, and we won't be able to discuss the tragic events in detail, but I do have a slew of questions that I will go on. And so I want to thank you for bringing up the fact that you have, you had a lawn service, you had a baking business, and you aren't just some person out here causing chaos. You are a very creative person. You are a very caring person.
The only way to be.
Yes. And so somehow we got in contact through social media. And so I want to say that it's a pleasure meeting someone that didn't let their situation define them, and just the strength that it takes to advocate for yourself. I want to thank you for that.
No problem. That's just something I like to do for other people, and that sometimes gets me in trouble, because I love the aspect of everybody being able to pursue in their own way, and we all come together and do it together, and make it as a whole. Because it just doesn't take one person. It takes a multitude.
Absolutely. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, where did you get the skills to be an entrepreneur?
Well, it took me going out and going to get it. Staying at home never saved the day. Going out took up most of my day. Starting off in the beginning was just pushing a lawnmower down the street and knocking on doors. Hey, my name is Tyler. I'm out here doing this landscaping business, and this is something that I want to do for you. Is there anything that I can do for you? And just putting my number out there, and I continue to knock. For hours and hours and hours, coming home with 5 lawns in just one day, and to growing the business to having 10 to 20 lawns a week. With the baking, that it just, where it came from, and just coming home and realizing I had to go and get it. I had to go and get it, or it was going to get me, but not in the way that I might wanted it to.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to the system, the justice system, I've had my fair share of experiences with the justice. Your case.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't want you to talk about it. Okay, give me 1 second. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
God bless you.
Something girls need love, girls need love, girls need love, girls need love. So what's a girl to do? She needs love, girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say no. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say no. Oh no. Give it to me
All right, so we are back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us through that commercial break. We have Tyler McClain, Tyler Unique McClain. And Tyler Unique McClain is a survivor. I'm not even going to call Tyler. I'm not going to call her a victim. She's a survivor of a traumatic experience dealing with the police. Tyler was in an car accident. She crashed her car and then she was tased, she was beaten, and then she was arrested. And so Tyler is here to share her story with us. And if you're just tuning in, we won't be able to get into the specific details as her lawyers have instructed us not to. Now, Tyler, welcome back.
Hello, hello.
All right.
Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you as well. Now,
Yeah.
check this out. We're
My
going
light is
to,
not fire, but I'm here. My light is not the best, but I'm here.
yes, I know. That's why I was trying to keep us at a pace because I know how traumatic it is to relive the event and conduct, an interview without those emotions flowing through because I know that, this is something that you live with every day, and I will take that into consideration. Okay, so
I
Tyler,
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
no problem. Now, speaking of, I want to go over here to mental health. When we talk about mental health, and I'm going to be careful in how I word the questions. When we talk about mental health, how important is mental health for people in general?
Hmm. It becomes not because people want to not one acknowledge it or two don't know about it because they just like I said, it leads back to one not wanting to acknowledge it. So for it to be important to somebody, it's something that they are not ready to deal with. Mental health is something that at least one thing out of mental health someone is dealing with. In the world that we're in today, we come from generation on generation to generation of trauma that passed down in whites and blacks and people of any types of color have experienced some sort of trauma in their family or their history or something of some sort of car accident, any sort of trauma has caused them to be dealing with mental health. So as important as it is, people don't want to acknowledge it, and those that do struggle with it the most.
Absolutely. And so when we talk about mental health and we talk about trauma, Tyler, you crashed your car, you was then arrested, beaten, tased, and spent a night in jail. And so I know that you won't be able to answer this, but I can only imagine the feelings, the emotions, the betrayal from law enforcement. So I'm not going to have you answer that question, but what I will want to get on is the justice system. Just a general question. Do you think that, well, here, I'll just throw out things and you just agree with me because I don't want you to say anything that could be used against you. So, my opinion, my experience through the justice system isn't really for people like me and you,
Yeah.
or I'll just say for people like me and of my color. These opinions reflect me, okay? Someone of my color, they don't get the equal justice as someone of another race. And I say that because I've watched videos. I saw the George Floyds. I saw the Sandra
Mm,
Bland. I saw the
right.
um, Breonna Taylors. And when we talk about safety and the misuse of firearms, I just thank God that no lethal firearm was used on you, and you aren't here to talk to us today. So, once again, I want to admire you for your strength.
One thing I can say, but just not directly about my understanding of my situation. Mental health plays a role, like we just spoke about. It's a traumatic thing for people, and that's one thing that even the people that do it, they don't know that they're applying trauma on themselves in a way. That they're showing that their mental health is also gonna be affected or is affected by the people that they affected before me, and people before me, or people before them. It all plays a role. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for speaking on that. And I believe that mental health is very important. In my opinion, there's a lot of people walking around and they don't want to accept that they have a issue, mental problem, mental issue, however we want to address it. And that's what I call the denial phase, because before I address my mental health, as I'm an advocate for mental health, before I addressed my mental health, it was the denial phase. Oh, nothing's wrong with me. I'm good. Oh, I'm just gonna go and get lit tonight. Everything is gonna be all right. I just need a night
Yeah.
of drinking. Oh,
Yep.
that's it. And then when I didn't have too much of it, then somebody trying to tell me to calm down. Oh, you trying to calm me down? Now I'm all
You're all
excited.
hyped
And
up.
now I'm all hyped up. Now I'm to the next level. And before you know it, now I'm in trouble with another problem.
Mm-hmm. Continuous is a continuous thing,
And
and it's all
then, yeah, and then there's a time and a place for everything. And I feel like if you're doing something, do it in moderation. But my thing is, when I call 911,
mm,
the people that I pay my tax dollars to, they work for me. They're supposed to serve and protect me. And I've had an encounter like that. And it is not a good feeling. If you have not been in that encounter or had an encounter like that, pray to God that you don't.
that's right.
It's nothing nice, it's nothing fun about it. In my opinion, it's gang members.
Mm-hmm.
Gang members piling up, gang members coming up to make sure they can cover for their partner. My experience as a Black
Right.
woman in America, in a red state. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. When you say that, it kind of just thinks back to, oh well, them gangsters, those hoodlums, those.
oh, the hoodlums,
It's,
yes.
yeah, it was a
The butter snipes.
reception thing, because it's in reality who is it really?
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's, I never, as a child growing up, and I remember the cops coming to our school, officer friendly, and he would bring us a sticker, and
Yep.
a badge. Oh, and I know that's a trigger for you. So I'm actually going to brush past that. I do apologize about that. I'm going to brush past that because that is a trigger, and I want to apologize, Tyler. So moving past that, let's talk about the conflict uh, in the justice system for Black people. Um, and I'll rant, and you could agree or disagree. I
Okay.
feel like as a Black person, you really don't have a chance in the justice system. It's it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but I find it that their actions are guilty and just innocent is out the way.
Innocent till guilty. No.
Do you
My
feel
dude,
like people of
innocent.
color are committed, they are assessed as guilty before they even have a trial or seen
Oh
the
yeah.
guilt?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Even with black crime, but it's still it's a lesson. It's a let the one that's less that gets away.
All right.
Sometimes. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to introduce our guests. We have Eagle Soaring High in the building. We have North Tony in the building. We're gonna, and then we have Tacoby McClain. No justice, no peace. Absolutely. If there's no justice, we won't have any peace. And I'm glad you mentioned that. We're getting some feedback. Okay. Okay, I think we're all good. We also have Salam in the building.
Hello. Hello.
Are you using headphones?
No.
Okay. I don't know what you just did, but whatever you did is given off of feedback. Do you want to try to like go out and then come back in?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, we are covering a viral traumatic story that happened to one of Tulsa's own. It's devastating to find out that one of our own had to experience a disgusting act of violence from these thugs, from these ghetto thugs. I mean, just thugs. Put their hand on an individual, a young woman, 19 years of age at the time. Let's welcome Unique McClain. All right, so Unique, welcome back to the show. I want to thank you. Absolutely. So what I want to do right now is I know this is traumatic for you, but I did want to bring up a clip, if that's okay to share. Just
That's
let me,
just fine.
okay. So give me one moment, guys, and I'm going to bring up a clip and we will give our commentary right after.
I was crying and screaming because I was in pain.
When Tyler was arrested, I knew that I wanted to see the body cams. So I went to the police department and I couldn't believe what I saw. These people charged her with assault and she didn't assault. Because my child is Black and looks the way she looks and dresses the way she dressed, she got treated the way she did that night.
Well, I was a victim of police brutality.
Please get in the car.
The charges were dropped because I was not a suspect, I was a victim.
Talisha says not only was this incident traumatic for Tyler, but has destroyed her daughter's mental health, and she hasn't been the same since that night.
These people traumatized my child.
They brought me to the hospital, but I did not want to go in.
I have no reason to go to the hospital right now. I want to go home.
Tyler has not been the same person since that day. She's on all types of medication. She's depressed, like she has no emotion.
When I see a police officer, I shut down, I hide, I start crying.
I should not be chained if I was just in an accident.
I am suffering from all different kinds of mental disorders, PTSD, psychosis, anxiety, severe. I was crying and screaming because I was in pain.
When
All right. So looking at that video, it just makes me cringe just seeing a small lady on the ground being manhandled by some thugs. It's like it was a dogfight. But I want to push past that because I don't want to drop any emotions and I don't want to go too far in that. Are you a part of the LGBTQ plus community?
Completely.
Okay.
You know, I support them. I support me, and wow.
Okay.
Wow. I don't know if you want me to go in depth about that or just explain my not a situation, but my discrepancy, I guess.
Oh, well, no, you're fine. I mean, I just I'm a part of the LGBTQ community plus, and I'm a supporter. I'm an ally. And what is your take on pronouns? What are your pronouns? Is it she, her, he, him?
Well, it's she, but I'm unique, so my pronoun is unique. It's a unique one.
Okay.
So if they could add unique to a pronoun, that would be me.
Okay. So what would you tell people? I mean, we saw the viral footage. We saw you on news stations. What would you want people to know about unique other than what we saw? Like, what person, because I know this is life-changing, what were some things that you liked to do before this incident?
Oh, there were so many things. I cut my hair, so I'm professional. I'm planning to go back to school, but barbering, I would cut my hair. I would paint, which right now I'm doing that which after the event, I was painting. I was just painting even more, but I do portraits. I'm doing more paintings now, just a more expressive way of just how May 14th of 2020 isn't over. I'm still dealing with it. But I baked, I landscaped, I cooked, I cleaned, I talked. I talked to people. When I say talked, I use my voice as a motivational thing. Volleyball. I was good at hobbies. I've worked 11 jobs in the last 10 years, so I was always employed. Now that's been just a struggle because of pain in my body. But I was always working full time. So
now, and once again, I do apologize that you were not treated like a human being. I want to apologize for you paying your tax dollars to get pounded on. So I'll leave it there. What's your take on us as a community, us as Black people? What do we need to gear up on as a community? How can the community help each other?
How can the community help each other? By standing up for each other, having a say, just playing a role in what they do, just knowing that everyone's lives matter, that there's no stopping to getting started. When you start, there should be no stop. That's the best way I can explain that. To hold on to the best things that you've done in life and share
Right.
that with others.
Now, I know you started a business to help your mother out with breast cancer.
That is correct.
How is your mother today?
My mother today has been through over 3 to 8 surgeries for her left breast being removed. She's doing the best she can in the world that we have today. Even then, insurance making it harder for her to be able to go through her breast cancer journey, to be strong. Um, to say how she's doing directly, that is something that a strong person never shares. Um, strong could be in so many different aspects, but she's doing um, better than she could have been 5 years ago.
Absolutely. Well, our prayers are with her and you. I did want to ask, or um, so I did want to mention this. You were able to raise money with a fundraiser.
One more time.
You were able to raise money with a fundraiser.
With hers, yes, and then I have one now that is still active that I just don't talk much about it because I'm doing my artwork for funds instead of saying, "Hey, this happened to me. I need help with medical. I'm needing help with this other stuff to get back to where I need to be." But I do have a GoFundMe that is active.
Okay.
That
So
answers
we
that.
would definitely share that on our community wall. If you would, if someone says, "Hey, um, oh my God, I want to support Tyler. How could I get in contact with Tyler?"
That is 539-367-9192. 539-367-9192. But I have an email. Would you like me to give that out as well? I can drop that in the live on your Instagram if it's still possible, or just put it in the comments in multiple different places how to contact me or to add me on my Instagram at Tyler U McClain. That's MCCLAIN, and I'm active, very active, staying
Okay.
as active as possible.
And what I'll do is, I'll put Tyler Unique McClain. Tyler goes by Unique. I'm just so familiar with Tyler. But
You're just
I will,
fine.
yes, I'll put all Tyler's contact information on my community wall. If you guys want to send Tyler a pair of socks, I'm pretty sure he could probably uh, utilize that. There's some feedback, so I'm just going to throw you on mute right quick. But I will have a section on the community wall to where I post Tyler's information, and you guys can help out that way. Like I said, we're not able to get into the specifics of the case because the lawyers did instruct us not to do that. And so we are going to respect the law. We obey the law. And so I just wanted Tyler to come out and visit with you all, put a face with the story, and let you all know that, bad things happen to good people. You know, Prime example. And I just say that we just take it one day at a time and we just pour into people. And if we see something wrong, we need to stand up, pull those cameras out, get it on camera so you can have your way of an argument. Tyler, was there any last words of encouragement that you wanted to say?
Oh,
Um,
hold on. And one thing I would say is just to hold on. That could be not even just for what you guys heard of today, but just for self. Just hold on. As tight as possible. But sometimes when you get a little loose and just a tad and just this loose, things start to seep out. Things start to spill over. Things start to open. Things start to crease. There's just so much that can happen when you just don't hold on. I tell myself that now. I have not told myself that, but that is something that, as of today, for me to be able to share that with you guys is something I'm going to be able to share with myself. Hold on. Because let alone just saying a lawsuit, it is, or just being with my attorney, I have to hold on. I have to still, face different struggles within the due time that, it's been 2 years. I'm still dealing with chronic. I'm dealing with so much, and it all leads back to them. And I want Tyler back, but I'm unique, but I want Tyler back. I want Tyler.
Absolutely. I agree. And we're going to be praying for you, Unique, and
God bless you.
just know that everything is going to work itself out. If you guys are watching this live stream, please share it. We need to bring awareness. That's what this conversation was about. All citizens have rights except for people like us, and it's sad. And like I said, I've been a victim to the negligence of law enforcement. When we call law enforcement, we expect they're supposed to come and serve and protect and make us safe, not scare us and not put us in harm's way.
Nope. I never thought I would experience anything of some sort, but that's what life is, and just recently experiencing a new life where I'm happy with what just happened. Happy with May 14th of 2020, happy with Unique, and just happy in general.
Right.
Happy with my pain, happy with my mental health, just happy about everything.
Right.
That doesn't mean everything's okay. It doesn't make it okay, but I'm happy.
Right. And you know what? Being an advocate for women in general, just being an advocate for women, it feels and appears that we are the last that should be respected. Women don't get the respect that we deserve. There was a time where, men would open doors and things like that. There are still some good men out there.
At this point, they're throwing us out the door. Throwing us out the door.
Throwing us out the door like some rag dolls. Well, guys, when we are able to go further into the details of what happened on May 14th of 2020, we can assure you that Unique will definitely come back to visit and share that story with us. Unique, let the people know your social medias of where they can follow you.
Okay. You gotta get me on the TikTok now. I'll be moving a little bit. People say I should not be dancing. I look kind of funny when I'm not dancing, but it really does help with my pain as much as, going to physical therapy. But you can find me on TikTok at Justice. So JUSTICE 4, the number 4 at Tyler McClain, as we know, MCCLAIN. And Instagram, you can find me at Tyler, TYLERU, last name McClain, MCC, continuous. You can find me on Facebook at just Tyler McClain. I did that for the people around the world to be able to find me. But it is unique. And email, if you're just a person that just wants to contact that type of way, if you're able to find this, my email is unique. So UNIQUE is capital IS 22 at and at 2022@gmail.com. And if you just have a few words to say, you can contact me once again at 539-367-9192.
All right. So once again, sending healing your way. And just know that you are not alone. And just know that things will get better. Things will get better as time goes by. I know sometimes we want our healing, right then and right there, but just know that God is definitely um, taking care of us. And just know, sometimes we feel voiceless, but even when we feel voiceless, the man upstairs, he hears us. So I want you to keep the faith. I want you to keep praying. And I want you to keep that fight that you have in you for advocating and getting justice. And justice will be served.
Indeed, indeed. I don't know what day, and I don't put it on my calendar, but it is there. It is there. It's like a pin on the wall. It is there.
All right. And from woman to woman, sister to sister, as a Black woman, I love you. I appreciate you. You are valued. You are important. You deserve the world. Keep shining.
God bless you. Stay connected, and just know I'm not done posting. I'm like I said, hold on. I'm holding on. I am holding on. That's the only thing I can do every day is keep pushing, just like anybody else. But it gets hard. It gets hard. It gets hard.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, I love you, and guys,
I love you.
If you are the replay, show some love. Here, let me throw my heart out. Show some love to us. And if you can make a donation, I will be placing everything on the community wall.
I guess I can throw that out there. That is make sure I have it either it's Tyler, it's in my Instagram bio, but it's Justice for Tyler 2022. So Justice for Tyler 2022.
Okay, and what social media was that on?
My that's for my GoFundMe, but that is in my it's a link in my Instagram bio.
Okay. All right, guys. Make sure you, if you can support, make sure you like the video. Let's get the story out there. Let's get more people talking about it. And let's bring more awareness to Black women suffering the brunt in these supposed to be protection stops or come see, when we call the police, this shouldn't happen. So we'll let that marinate on your brain. Until next time, I'm your host, Queen Tulsa, with our favorite guest, Unique McClain, and we are out. Bye.
What's a girl to do? She needs love, sometimes need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say